since work has picked up for the holidays, I'm playing anything at all. Play for maybe 25 minutes before getting tired, but DVD, it's been a hot minute. Yeah, it's been a hot minute for me as well. I played with Shuck recently. Well, recently as in like a couple weeks ago.
Hey!
It's you. Oh, it's Woman with a Camera, my favorite character. Morning, going to school now? I'm just heading home, the morning sun is too bright. What about your job? Yeah, it's intriguing there. I got a little bit drained in Nier Replicant, it is worth noting, because in Nier Replicant, not only, if you want the full story, not only do you have to play the game the second time, but you have to do it a third time from there as well, where you collect all the weapons in the game, and then the ending is actually a little bit more different. It's like, could they not have just, had that spicier, different ending in the second playthrough, and just saved me doing it, like, 3 times? Could they not have just combined playthrough 2 and 3? Or what do I know? But, so there's, like, my little bit of saltiness. But, so there's that. Pull on liner, journalist Ichiko, oh yeah, works around the clock, Well, you work hard on your studies. I'm doing pretty alrighty myself. I had my first final yesterday because some kind of maniac would queue it up on a Saturday. I guess, or something. So I'm glad that's done with. I still have a couple finals to go.
I was thinking you might not show.
I went to a family gathering thingamabob earlier today that I can talk about properly in a little bit, because I mentioned it earlier this stream, I didn't really mention what all went on. I can talk about it a little bit more. But while I was there, I also got my truck tires from my cousin that was getting that sorted out for me.
Whose heart do you want us to change?
So I have new tires now.
A mafia boss.
Oh, wow.
Mafia?
What are you talking about?
That's what they call themselves. This group seems to be the cause of the rise in phishing scams. What's worse, once you're in their sights, they won't stop threatening you until they get what they want.
I don't really know much of anything about Mafia, but when I think of Mafia and, like, making profit by exploiting people, I don't think of something like phishing scams. I see that as, like, phishing scams is baby territory in terms of, like, taking advantage of people for money. Just saying.
They force you to take part in their scams, threaten your family, and ultimately destroy your life.
Like, that sounds more like what I would associate that with.
It appears that their victims include some of our students. No! They primarily target juveniles.
What's their boss's name?
Nobody knows. The victims are being threatened not to testify. So even the police can't get a grasp of the situation. That's where you want us to start? You should be able to pull it off. If you're really the righteous Phantom Thieves. Or is Akechi-kun correct when he says you act without justice?
Can't you say something witty back at her?
Something witty. She's gonna give us the details anyway. Something witty.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Their main hub of activity.
Oh, she doesn't react to it though.
That's all the information I have. You have 2 weeks. Once that is passed, I'll submit all the evidence I have to the police and to the school. I hope you don't let me down.
She really had the upper hand in that exchange.
Don't let me down. Damn it, she was just bossing us around.
Come on, we should get in touch with Yusuke.
Oh, we're going to the future again! Whoa! I see my life flashing before my eyes, or at least that one singular shot of it. They do these scenes in the show as well, as I've been watching it. And it feels kind of weird.
From Shujin Academy?
And they play the exact same music as well.
Sticking her nose into this phantom thief business?
I don't know. You never noticed?
Why would Makoto?
You two are
Bringing
siblings,
up
I think,
my
right?
sister to
Yeah.
upset me, are you? It seems there's no limit to your duplicity. Fine.
Hey, I'm telling you the
I'll
truth.
listen to everything you have to say before I decide the truth of your statements.
I'm so mad.
The Mafia.
Can we really do this? Either way, we have almost no information on our target. This guy's a crime boss, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had a palace. Still.
Isn't this a prime opportunity for us, though?
How? huge trouble.
Even after we punished an evil man who seemed to be good, the public did not acknowledge us. However, if we take down an actual criminal, let alone a target the police don't have answers for.
Oh, right. That might make people believe in us.
I get it. That means even a catch you'll have to acknowledge us as the Phantom Thieves. What do you say, leader?
It's illusion of choice. I don't know, mafia.
Well, yeah, it'd be a pain if they came after you. But we don't have to deal with them directly. We just gotta do what we always do.
Our time limit is 2 weeks, correct? We can't afford to waste too much time. I'll ask around Kosei and see if there are any victims.
Okay, I know some girls who go to Shibuya pretty often. I'll check with them about it.
All right, and I'm gonna see what I can find on the net. That leaves our school up to you and Morgana. You figured out what to do during the whole Kamoshida thing, right?
I'll back you up.
I mean, I guess I
Alright,
sorta
Let's
did.
get back together at the end of the week once we've got all our info. I'll get in touch with you guys
I
later.
wasn't very good at gathering info.
We're meeting in front of the school tomorrow, right? Don't worry. I'm sure we'll find something new.
I hope so.
Could I have a moment?
No. Sure.
Well, it's... I had a yearning to see the Sayuri. So if you're heading homeward, I'll accompany you.
Am I gonna unlock you as a proper confidant? This is gonna be like the first hangout, mandatory hangout, maybe, hopefully, probably.
The Sayuri. It seems to suit this cafe quite well. I'm glad I chose to leave it here. I fear I have found myself in quite a horrible mess.
What are you talking about?
To put it bluntly, I am in need of your assistance. Please, listen to what I must say. Throughout my artistic career, there have been moments I've struggled with particular motifs or techniques. However, each of those struggles did eventually fade. Yet now I find myself in a similar situation, but the more I try to escape it, the worse it becomes. It seems I am trapped in what we in the art world call a slump. Are you aware that I'm attending Kosei on an art scholarship? Such coveted grants are not given as charity. I must continually achieve within my field to remain eligible. Were I to lose my scholarship, I would likely have no choice but to leave the school as well. In the earlier days of my career, I would exclusively paint what I desired when I desired it. The only goal I had in mind was the pursuit of pure beauty. That goal is what drove me onward. I wanted nothing more than to attain the lustrous allure of the Sayuri in my own work. Yet, what reason do I have now? Holding on to my scholarship? Keeping a roof over my head? Worldly desires are all that spur my brush to move, and the resulting work reflects such impurity of mind. To be honest, I am unsure as to whether I can even call myself an artist anymore.
I don't know, you're really tough on yourself, man. Also, does it look like my bag that normally has Morgana and it would, like, fall off that chair like that?
My apologies. It seems I got somewhat carried away there. But I simply cannot accept this lack of purpose in my work. That is why I'm so upset with my own indecision. Such vague ambition is, in essence, a sin of sorts. Though I suppose allowing my young career to come to an end here would be even more sinful. I only wish to create a work I can be genuinely proud of. Just look at the Sayuri, her incandescent figure, alluring gaze. That is the meaning of pure beauty. Yet no matter how hard I try to replicate it, an elegance so sweet remains elusive to me. Why is that, you ask? It is surely because the painter behind the work differs. Because the soul differs. But if my estimations are correct, the soul is nothing but another way to speak of the human heart. What, then, is the heart? How does it bring forth such beauty? I must understand. To be perfectly frank, though, I am unsure of how to do so. would you be able to provide me assistance? You have already brought profound change to my world. Hence, I believe you, of all people, may be able to bring me closer to the truth.
Did my capture card hiccup there for a hot second? I'm sorry about that, man, but, I'll be glad to help. Yep.
You would?
I don't know how I'd help, but...
Wonderful. At the moment, my art teacher has yet to notice any drastic changes in my work. But I cannot hide forever. Impurity of the heart will undoubtedly seep onto an artist's canvas eventually. I must go now. My curfew approaches. I look forward to speaking about this matter again.
So now we properly, unlock him as a confidant, right? No?
Rain, huh?
I hate the rain. Always brings me down. Okay. So I checked online. People are talking about it all over. Now, in my expert opinion, Lita, is that Lita or is that like Ida? Like lowercase, no, it would have to be an uppercase I that has like the lines. But some people write the uppercase I without the, I'll just say, wait. But if it was Lita, it would have to be Ida then. That has to be an uppercase I. Because there'd only be Lita if that was a lowercase L, and you always, start on a name with a, I'll just say Ida. What class 2D is guilty? Me and Ida Coup from our class? Wait, start at the beginning. What's he guilty of? Supposedly, he's been spending money left and right recently. Said it's because of some great part-time job he got. I see. That may very well be worth looking into. Right? Can you try asking about it, Anne? I don't think he'd be cautious around a girl. In that case, yeah, I don't mind giving it a try. Although, I've rarely talked to Ida-kun before. I'll be counting on you to back me up if something happens, Harmonia. Okay, leave it to me. Thanks, that's a huge help. I'm hoping for some great things this time from Takamaki-san's world-class wonderful acting. My goodness, I kept on trying to read world, and I kept on trying to put open in front of it, because all this stuff going on recently after, like, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Game Awards stuff, I've just got open world on my mind so much that I just cannot, for the life of me, seem to say the word world without putting open in front of it. Because I've been saying open world like non-stop during Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Shut it. This will get us even marginally closer to this so-called boss. I leave this Ida to you two. And I have high hopes for your acting as well. You're both missing the point.
Hey!
Is it true that Ida guy is guilty? Well, I'm gonna dig up some dirt first thing in the morning. Well, there's that. Oh, and now we have the new time limit, 14 days. Yeah, brain rot there. I know what you think of the story, but what about the actual gameplay? I think it's a fun, satisfying gameplay loop where it's like each day you are making gradual progress down your relationships and your social stats and stuff like that. Like, it's a very simple loop, but it's very satisfying. As for the palaces, I do like the way that they're handled as well, with you going through as much as you can with your SP and stuff. See how much farther you can push, and then you can come out and return another day and have your SP back if you so choose. And the actual combat gameplay itself, you know, it's a very simple system. It's very Pokemon-like in simplicity, but also just like Pokemon, it's pretty fun and satisfying. Like, it's a very simple, kind of fun gameplay loop. Like, it doesn't overcomplicate itself more than it needs to be. And it's a game that, like, overall, like, grand scheme of things is very complicated, but in terms of each of the individual things that you do in each of the individual parts of the gameplay are very, very simple, and is just, like, simple and satisfying in the way that it handles itself is the way that I feel about it. This is, okay, yeah, I do still need the next level of guts for that. Okay. So, since it's raining, like, I would help you out, Sojiro, but during rainy season, this is where I can get the most points by studying at the diner, right? And I can get at my other thingamabobs. So if it's rainy season right now, like, I should probably be using my evenings to, get at my social points and stuff like that. And I forgot, I can just press plus to be saving and stuff. Like, that's probably efficient here. Because, yeah, it might not be a lot of people because of today's weather. So I get bonus points because it's rainy and stuff. You know? So I may as well go for it here. I actually feel like the battle system is very complicated in scope, but you never really have to do most of it, so it ends up feeling pretty simple. Yeah, I guess that's fair there. There's getting more people. It's so quiet. Yeah, so we can study better. Welcome, may I take your order? Guts, kindness. Yeah, so we're gonna be focusing on guts here. Oh, I'll be right back with your order. does look good, but yeah, probably actually tastes good too. Well, there's
real?
that. I mean, yeah, there are some systems that add like some good depth and complexity to it, like baton passing and stuff like that. I do like that. I'm just saying it's not like an out of this world, super duper complicated battle system. You know, it's simple to understand. It's got like a good skill ceiling. It seems like. I kind of like the way that handles itself. It's not a game with a cool. My knowledge is level 3. I have another thing at 3 now. Cool.
All right.
I'm all scholarly and
Wanna head
stuff.
back?
Yeah, let's go home. So, generally how I feel about this game thus far is, you know, the gameplay is never right in your face with, like, master all these crazy mechanics and stuff like that. And it doesn't try to be. This is clearly designed to be, like, a chill game that you take your time with, as it's constantly reminding you of in the bottom right. And you just, you know, pop in and chill with at the end of a day, is what this game very much seems to handle itself as. And I think that's kind of cool, you know. Let's see here. So yeah, Guts. Let's read it. Alright, Guts. Striking a pose of defiance with tobacco pipe in hand, he truly looked like a great thief.
Wow.
Ishikawa Gomen was a thief without peer, so he was a hero of the common people, huh? Yeah, I think that's pretty neat. So is this your first time playing a Persona game as well, Sate?
Oh.
So you finished reading The Gallant Rogue. Splendid spirit pays no mind to the bad guys. It's a true example of the gentleman thief. After reading this, I'm sure you have a better understanding of a chivalrous thief's courage. Sweet! Cool. Oh yeah, also Sate, something worth mentioning to— Yes! Yes! Something worth mentioning to you. Stuff about potential podcast thingamabobs coming up. I didn't really follow up about that because I had my most stressful final the other day and I was trying to get like that through first, but that's through now, and now I can actually, you know, follow up about things and we can probably figure stuff out in regards to that. Is what we can do. But yeah, I know I actually played all of them but never finished any yet. Probably gonna finish this one first. Gotcha. So played a whole bunch of Persona but never actually finished him. I got it. I got it here. Okay. Is something new happening? I don't know. I don't think all the blackmail stuff is insane. I don't think it had anything to do with me, but they're even victims of my class. Oh, I know all about that. These guys supposedly come asking if you want an easy, high-paying job. But then if you say yes, you get dragged into some real shady stuff, promoting NFTs. Are those funny to joke about anymore, or has that time passed us? I think the time's passed us, right? Teachers or student council pres will do something about it, though. People are real worried. I mean, there are still NFT things going on. It's just people don't really bring them up much anymore, because everyone's, like, so tuned out of it being like, oh, this crap again. Alright, you talked about that posting? I wonder if she was serious about it. If she knew about Kamoshida and the sexual harassment, which probably won't be too much help. Well? What's happening? Who's texting me now? That Ida guy's here. I'll try and ask him about it. What, right in the middle of class? Good luck. Leave it to me. The level of motivation actually makes me a little more nervous. In any case, let us know if you learn anything. Okay, you're doing it at lunch then, right? Oh, no, something else happening.
Ichiba-kun, what is going on here?
I don't know.
Apparently the damage done by this so-called mafia has even reached our student body.
Well,
I thought this absurdity was nothing but a joke. Not only are there victims, there are even rumors that some are involved with such crimes. I've even received inquiries from their guardians. Why is this happening?
unfortunately, I do not have the answer to that.
This is the greatest disgrace in the history of this academy, if it were to be discovered. This is a vital issue for the student council. Did I not ask you to resolve it?
Wait, first he was ordering her to investigate the Phantom Thieves among the school. Or more specifically, what happened to Kamoshida. Yeah, I guess then the Phantom Thieves, because, you know, the Phantom Thieves say that they, you know, did the thing to Kamoshida. And I was like, okay, well, fine. That I can believe. But a principal asking a student, can you investigate the mafia problem going on at this school? Like, are you for real right now?
Doing the best I can.
And being like, what? Didn't I ask you to resolve the
must do
mafia
something about
problem?
this at once. You're the only one who is reliable around here. Don't let me down.
What a grossly incompetent principal.
From what I've heard, even the other students are starting to be dissatisfied with you. At At this rate, you and I will both lose our roles at this school. Do you understand?
I do.
What a guy.
Please, just give me a little more time.
Yeah, just resolve the mafia problem for me. Yeah. And I still have, like, exams going on and stuff.
Kids these days.
Is a thing, but the one that I was most stressed about now is done. Also, my doggy's here. Is the case. So I handed a bill over at a convenience store, and they told me they don't take foreign currency. But what I gave them was a bona fide Japanese banknote. Don't tell me young people these days don't know who Hirobumi Ito is. I shudder to think that these will be the people shoulder Japan's economy. I hope you all know your stuff. Here's a quiz just to make sure. Hey, a goose duck! Between paper bills and coins, which one is issued by the aren't they both? What do you mean, which one is issued by the government? Both, right? Coins? 18% saying both. I think I still have that tab open that had answers. I can double check it. I honestly would've... Yeah, it's... Okay, apparently it's coins. According to this website.
This is it. Exactly.
That's right. I mean, bills aren't issued by the government. Paper bills are printed by the bank and coins are issued by the... okay. Well, originally, the government made both coins and paper money. However, with the ability to make as much money as they wanted, the economy fell into chaos. An independent organization, namely the Bank of Japan, has been tasked with printing paper money since. Oh, you actually knew that? Maybe I should ask if I can borrow his notes.
Nice.
Fun
color.
fact about currency, here in the land of Canada, we don't have pennies anymore. We had pennies for the longest. I probably still have some pennies around here somewhere. Like, they were really common for a long time, but because they were being printed by the government, apparently it cost about 2 cents to print every, like, 1 cent coin, and the government was like, that's expensive, why don't we stop doing that? So ever since then, like, even though on, like, when you initially go to buy something, then we still do, like, the whole, like, 99 cents then, like, a new game will cost $79.99, for example. But whenever you get to, like, the final price by tacking on, like, the sales tax at the end, it's just rounded to the nearest 5 cents, because we don't do, like, pennies anymore, which is really dumb, but that's Canada here. is the way things are nowadays. I'm fairly certain that in terms of digital currency, we still do, like, you know, pennies and stuff. Like, if I go check my bank balance, it's gonna be, like, to the, you know, last couple digits in there, penny-wise and stuff, and it won't be right to fives. But when actual sales are made, they're always rounded to, like, the nearest 5 cents is a thing, because Canada was tired of printing pennies, and, yeah, there's that. You don't expect you to know Japanese government and history? Think these are the ones you're gonna use the continuity for? Yeah. I mean, it's not like I would have known Japanese government and history and stuff like that, but, coins, which don't have as much of an effect on the economy, are still produced by the government. Simply can't trust a moron to look after your finances. Best they can manage is pocket change. But yeah, anyway, but since they were printing, like, all the coins and stuff like that, you'd think that, yeah. Or, well, other way around. Every 1 cent costing 2 cents. Yeah, was the case. Even though they're printing off, like, the other coins as well, and are therefore gonna be, like, paying off the pennies like that, they were just like, yeah, nah, we're tired of that. I think later tonight would be better for Tales of Symphonia, not quite at the ready yet. Is that a case? Imagine all the money you could ever want at your feet. Yeah, and apparently the pennies were pretty expensive to make. The next palace is somewhere awesome like that. Maybe we'll see, like, the decommissioned Canadian penny factories, or whatever the heck, I don't know what the heck it would be.
Hey.
Or penny plants, or penny machines. Hey, I see Lady Anne's going to talk to Ida. You're gonna back her up, right? So I guess we go do that. Get intel on the mafia. Days until reported to police. Great.
And so I really need some money right now. Can you tell me about this easy part-time job? I'm sure you know about it, Ida-kun. Please?
It's totally isn't suspicious where I am at all, right?
You don't need my help. A girl like you could probably get a job anywhere, right?
It's that same voice that's really similar to, what's his face? I don't know the name of, that's voice acted a bazillion things, but in a very different tone than I usually hear him in.
Now that you
If
mention
anything, is
it.
the guy.
Yes. So, what I mean is,
This is going south fast.
Oh, Francois!
Huh?
My cat Francois got run over by a car and also has an incurable illness. I need money fast.
That's not convincing at all. Is she talking about me?
If Francois were to die, I think I'd die too. Probably.
Come on, don't talk like that.
If you don't like it, then tell me about that easy part-time job. You know something, don't you? I've heard the rumors.
Rumors? Was it Nishiyama who...
Nishiyama?
Oh,
I guess it can just auto advance.
Hey,
What I
what
can
was
do.
that about Nishiyama?
that's...
Guess that's
She
our
actually
next
got the
video.
momentum back. She's not acting anymore now, is she? Come on. Let's leave this guy to Lady On and go look for that Nishiyama fellow.
Where the heck would I find that Nishiyama fellow? Tell me I have to check like the entire school.
Do you have a minute? You're looking for something, right? I want to help you out, so please ask me anything.
Do you know Nishiyama? Where's Nishiyama?
Nishiyama? He usually hangs out with Ida.
Oh, well, that sure
so you
narrowed
wanna
it down.
ask him
And
about
yeah, it's
Ida.
Ida.
So that's why Takamaki-san was chasing him. I'm sorry, I don't know where he is right now. He usually stays till late, so I think he's probably still somewhere in the school. I'll
Gosh
keep digging around
darn
while
it.
you're looking for him.
Well, I guess we can let him handle this. We'll have to ask someone else about Nishiyama's whereabouts. Can you think of anyone who might know?
What do you mean, can I think of anyone who might know? Like, I can... Like, there's no point talking to Mishima now, I don't think. Nishiyama? Are you looking for him? He's a really serious student with great grades. I always see him at the library after school. Okay, so library then, right? So the library. Wait, I can also return that one book. Since I finished reading about guts and stuff. Now that I have guts, I think I can call Kawakami. I just suddenly remembered what her name was. No, I just want to read my book! Or I just want not to read my book. Return my book and get a new one. Gosh dang it. You?
Nishiyama? That's me. You're that transfer student, right?
That's
You
me.
need something?
What's this about a job?
Job? Are you talking about that one time? I don't know. I said I didn't want to do it. That's something Ida... Wait. Are
No,
you
I
doing
don't want to
something,
bounce
Em?
between these
He's
two.
been acting really strange lately.
I want to help him.
Oh, what do you mean? Is he really wrapped up in something shady?
I'm gonna need to really sit and think about which one of these two things I should
One
ask.
day, the two of us went to Shibuya, and a man approached us over near Central Street. He asked if we were interested in an easy part-time job. I said I wasn't, but Ida was into it. He was asking the guy all sorts of
Big
questions.
stretch from the doogie, or little stretch. I heard her snort and then you'll move her paws there. I don't know.
I don't know. I was so scared.
Doesn't matter what I do.
ended up going home alone. But according to Ida, it only takes 10 minutes, and is good for people who don't stand out.
Something crime related, right?
Ida started spending a lot of money. That's when his strange behavior began too.
Start
But
gifting
that's all I
subs like
know.
crazy. I
That's
mean,
enough, right?
A man on Central Street, huh? That is suspicious. Maybe he was making him commit crimes?
maybe. Have you found anything out? Have you found out anything? I've tried looking into this high-paying part-time job myself. People seem to be talking about it here as well. Supposedly, a man will talk to you in broad daylight over on Central Street, and your job is to deliver a small envelope he hands you. Well, I will contact you again if I learn anything.
So that means this part-time job is somehow crime-related. It takes 10 minutes, is good for people who don't stand out, and involves a small envelope. Does that ring any bells? It's something the Mafia would definitely be up to.
Yes, it's definitely related to this. Yep, that's it. Like, it's either fraud or drugs. You know, if it's an envelope, you probably wouldn't be that many drugs,
Mafia
right?
are apparently behind all those scams. Maybe they're delivering
Think
the
it'd be a
money
bigger
from those,
package.
but it's
I mean,
in
you
a
can,
small envelope.
You know,
I
do
doubt big
small
stacks
amounts.
of cash would fit in there.
No, I was
Any
just
other
thinking that,
ideas?
you know,
It's something the Mafia would commit.
well, I guess that then.
Like illegal drugs? Maybe they made Ida
Not a
smuggle
lot in
drugs
an
for them.
envelope.
That definitely fits with the small envelope. And you can get arrested just for possession.
I was thinking maybe it wouldn't be like stacks of cash for fraud, but you know, other means of sending people money there, like a check, but I guess that'd be traceable, so I wouldn't want to do that. You mean Nishiyama? Well, I looked into Ida on my own anyway. Rumor has it he got involved in some kind of suspicious part-time job, and that job's apparently totally insane. Something about trafficking drugs, I think. I hear they ask you to take part in it down on Central Street, broad daylight even.
So he is smuggling. This won't be pretty. Come on, let's go back to Lady An. We'll ask Ida directly.
And we're gonna go to Central Street and try to, darn you! So... Gosh dang it. I didn't want to be on the wrong side of the walkway that it seemed like it would put me on there. I'll just run down, I guess. Guess I'll just run this way. Alright, so, back to the classroom, I think, right? If we go in here... hi! Why do I keep turning this way?
He's still doing that?
Okay, give it up, Ida!
Come on, you two? I already told you I don't know.
Nishiyama told... It doesn't matter.
Proof?
I do.
Gotta be lying. You can't trick me.
I guess I do have to say Nishiyama, right?
I already...
Well...
You did? Bastard! Damn it!
It definitely is that same actor.
Shit.
Tiz from Bravely
Well, if you
Default
already know
Second.
about it, fine.
Aaron Yeager
I
from
don't wanna
Attack
talk
on
about it
Titan.
here. Let's go somewhere a little
Meliodas
quieter.
from Seven Deadly Sins. A bazillion things. I don't actually know the actor's name. I should look it up one of these days, because I hear him in, like, so many games.
What's up with
so
you?
much media.
Especially in front of everyone.
It's totally gotta be you,
Yeah,
right?
I got a job. So what? Isn't that normal? What are you getting at?
You're a pizza smuggler.
That's right. You have to smuggle it to people while it's still hot. I mean, not that kind of smuggling. Tell them what you heard earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you getting at?
You're a tutor.
Wait, what?
That's not right. Tell them what you heard earlier.
What are you getting at?
Drug smuggler.
How did you... I've only told one person about that.
I already
Of
told you
people.
Nishiyama told me everything.
I can't believe you were the one to find out. You're right. They told me they had an easy part-time job for me, and I ended up smuggling drugs. All I had to do was put envelopes into coin lockers, and they said they'd give me a hefty paycheck. I didn't know what was in the envelopes, though. Still,
Well, then how do you know
this is
now?
what came out of it.
It'll give me basically the same answer anyway.
I gave them my bank account info. The money got deposited in there. They started threatening me pretty soon after that.
I think that it
They
would
had
have gone like
pictures of me
cash
carrying
only.
The goods. Said they'd expose what I did unless I paid them off. You know? Why are you even asking me this stuff? Are you just gonna use my job to blackmail me too?
I honestly wouldn't be that afraid about like that blackmail getting exposed there, because you know you can just be like, I didn't know what it was. I'm just a freaking high school student that got offered, you know, a simple job here. What do I know? I'm not gonna be the one responsible here for doing that, right? Like the accountability, you'd have like a little bit of accountability, but you'd be able to shift a lot of that elsewhere. So I probably wouldn't be too worried. I don't think.
I see. Well, even if you were planning on doing that, I don't have any money I could give you. If you're really interested in that job, try heading over to Central Street. That's where they told me about it. I told you everything you want to know, right? Can I go? Well then.
Can I go? Well then. Wait, was that? Oh, that was my controller. I was like, my phone's not vibrating, is it? I put my controller down on my desk for a hot second. So in-game, the phone vibrated, and it made my controller vibrate, and I lost my mind there. Where did I even put my phone? Now that I think about it. It'd be on my desk somewhere, right? I don't know where the heck I put my phone, but it's around here somewhere. I'm just now realizing I don't have it. Whoops. That's around here somewhere. How'd it go? Did Anne's acting help at all? I'm thinking probably not. Not perfectly, I think. More importantly, were you able to find anything, Harmonia? Yeah, it's the same difference. So they ask you to deliver drugs. That's serious. I just searched up for Shibuya drugs and got tons of hits too. They're making people traffic drugs, then threatening them. That must be what I heard people talking about in Shibuya. They seem to be going about this quite openly during the daytime. What bold methodology. I would have imagined they would do it at night. I wonder why they chose the day. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I say. I see. Yes, more students will be out during the day, while the police will be more cautious at night. Yuji, you're over in Shibuya now, right? Do you see anyone like that there? Yeah, I'm at Central Street. It's tough to tell them. I mean, there are just way too many people. Goddamn rain's not helping out either. The sun will be setting soon. What should we do, Harmonia? Illusion of choice here, once again. I'm also now noticing that I'm missing my water bottle that I wanted to refill, that I did refill before starting the stream. I guess I forgot to bring both my phone and my water bottle over here. If I got thirsty, that might be good to have on me. Yeah, that seems like our only choice now. We can split up now, or we can split up and search separately then. I'm sorry to notice this right after I put a blanket over my legs because I'm cold and I'm getting comfy. Gosh dang it. In any case, we have some new intel. Let us call that progress for today. Whoever asks us to take on that job should know who their boss is too. Alright, I'll get in touch with you guys later tonight and we can come up with a plan. Cause yeah, I think I must have left everything upstairs. Whoops. Back. Thought I actually had a customer, but it's just you. I never get many customers when it rains. Cash register's gonna run dry at this rate. We have to find them tomorrow for sure. This is the only lead we have right now. Yes, it is highly likely that this part-time solicitor is somehow related to the mafia. If we tail him, he may lead us straight back to his boss. Talk to Ida and Nishiyama over at Central Street, right? Indeed, it seems that is where our target waits. But then, who should be the one to go? Morgana, I choose you! Not a bad idea. Cats have 9 lives, right? Morgana can spare 1 for this. Won't the Mafia get caught off guard if they had a cat come and deliver drugs for him? In other words, Harmonia will be going. I have no objections. Tricking people and using that as blackmail. These bastards are true cowards. Kinda scary to think people like that are all around us in the city. Well guys, we gotta brace ourselves. We're up against a serious criminal here. Okay. But yeah, gonna head out in a bit, but before I want to go, I know that your brother's a black belt in Taekwondo, super proud of him. Wait, like just recently earned that? Or say that because you practice Taekwondo? Indeed I do. Was that like a recent accomplishment? Because that is a hella cool accomplishment there. Congrats to him there. I'll hang out with you at school, make sure you pick your friends carefully. Just yesterday, well congrats there. I was at my Taekwondo school yesterday, but not practicing anything there.
Nice.
After, since I had an exam on a Saturday yesterday, I, was running all around and, trying to find things to get for people for the holidays and getting, like, no ideas. And in the area, I was in the area of my dojang anyway, so I stopped by the dojang. And, I guess they were doing, like, some sort of a Christmas party for the leadership team at the time. And the head instructor of the school, he was wearing, like, a Santa hat, and he was wearing this, like, nightgown-looking thing that it looked like Scrooge would wear or something like that. That was his get up there. You know, he saw me in the lobby, so he came out to say hi there. I was like, oh, I was just in the area, so I just came to say hi. I don't have anything urgent. Like, I'll let you get back to it. And it seemed like they were having a lot of fun. Like, everyone at that event there. So that's what was going on at my dojo yesterday. But yeah, anyway, that's not here nor there. That's not important. But, you know, Sayuri, eh? Can really sense her kindness and tenderness from mothers really are strong. But yeah, congrats to your brother there. That's really neato. There's the public phone. Should I? Yeah, I feel like I can call whenever since I'm full of guts. Should I start this, this confidant? Because apparently that's an important one. Because apparently it lets you slack off in class and stuff when you, really develop it. But the question is, how worth it is... I had, like, a bunch of images saved on my phone that have, like, all the different ways you can build up social points. Should I make better use of the rainy season? And, you know, get more knowledge? I think it's just more knowledge that I get through that. I'm already at 3 and I need points in other things. Or should I be doing other things like confidant related? I mean, how long would the rainy season even be? I wonder, because I should make most use of it while I can, right? Maybe I'll actually go get my phone quick, because I want to look that up there on the images that I have on my phone, and then I can look up like how long the rainy season lasts on my computer, and then I can go get like my water and stuff like that. And I don't think the Doogie's been out for the last time of the day yet either, so she might need to go out. So I might take a quick BRB break. Jessie. Jessie. She might be asleep, actually, but if she hasn't gone out for the last time of the day, she might need to. Hey. She is asleep. Hey, I'm sorry to wake you, but I wanted to ask if you needed to go out for the last time of the day. I'm sorry, you were sleeping soundly. Hi. Do you need to go out? Do you need to go out, Jessie? Yeah? I'm sorry to have woken you, but I should probably let you out, and I'll go get my phone, I'll look at my water, and I'll be back. Do you need to go out? Do you need to go out, Jessie? She's not quite deaf yet, but she's really close. She has difficulty hearing me sometimes, so I don't know if she quite understood. Jessie, do you need to go out? You need to go out? Yeah, if you see me standing up, you know exactly what's going on. Alright, I'll be back in a hot second here. What? You need to go out? Come on, you. Oh, achy doggy. Alright, back in a sec.